equal to 1 by x. Okay, I think we have a formula. This will be dy is equal to minus 1 x to power of dx. So this will become x squared dx. So dy by dx equal to minus of 1 by x. What do you mean by this again? Let me explore graph. What is the meaning of this? What we are trying to do? Like, what is the meaning of this? Like, okay, sir, I know how to differentiate everything. No. Okay, you do one thing. I'm just making some changes here. So that the tip, this do make observation. Okay, prior to that, this is x. No, I should represent this axis. This is x. This y. What is this? This curve is corresponding for what? Y equal to 1 by x. Rectangular hyperbola. Everyone knows. Then what I do is like, I'm going to change the, as I vary the height, as I vary the height, the width of this rectangle will decrease, no? As I increase the height. And as I increase the width, the height of the rectangle decreases. Oh, and look at this particular corner. This particular corner is what happened. Will be at all the time will be, you can say like will be grazing this curve. I'm using word grazing. Then this will become height of this rectangle. This will become the breadth of this rectangle. Or say like, but sorry, width, the width is, there's a width and there's a height. And what I notice is like, for this particular, so as I increase height, the width will change. Similarly, as I decrease the width, as I increase the width, the height will change. Okay, let's see that how this change in area will be reflected. Again, we'll take the, here I'll bring one strip. Now you can see this, and there'll be, so now what is the, we'll define terms like this. Let this be y, so let this be dy, let this be dx. So definitely, what is this point? This point corresponds for x comma y, which is not needed, and this will be a common that I need not to bother much. So small area will be neglecting it. That will be infinite because dy and dx are infinitesimal, so we can neglect that area. So here, what was our, the discussion is very simple. It is like this. This is the y. Here I'll indicate all things clearly. This is x, no? Okay, let's focus on this area. What is the area of strip? Area of rectangular strip. Shall I write x into y? And in turn, what is y is equal to 1 by x. So 1 by x square. And then we will calculate this change in area. This is what one strip. This was the other strip, no? Dx into dy, and this is dy, and this is dx. Let's calculate the change in area. So what I did, I just increased the, if I just increment, if I increase the length of this rectangle by infinite the length dx, then correspondingly the height will decrease by dy. So what was the height? Y plus dy when length is x. When I increase the length of the rectangle by x, when I increase the length of the rectangle by x, the height will decrease by dy. Already I explained here, no. So as x increases, y will decrease. That's what the curve is, no. As x increases, y will decrease. We have the relationship. So what is the what is the change in area? So change in area is what? We can write it, no, y into dx, the pink color. Then the increment in blue color area, this will become x into dy, and also some dx dy. Here I'm unable to locate in this region. There's a small win since dx dy very small. So the product of that we can neglect it. Now the next part will come. This will become negligible. Let me minimize so that you can see complete. So what shall we do now? So dA is equal to, this will become y dx plus x dy. So y is equal to what? 1 by x dx. dy, already we have calculated dy. dy will become dx minus of x square, and this will be negligible. So finally, I'll end up with dA is equal to dx by x minus dx by x. So what does it mean? No change in area. So if you can construct a rectangular strip where its length and breadth, where its height and the length, if they are related by this equation, no, though x and y changes, its area will not change. I think this is something very, 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 very important. If you construct a rectangular strip where it's x and y, if the product of side length is equal to unity, then though x and y changes, its area will not change. This is the interpretation. Hope you're able to understand this. Means I'll have a rectangular strip. How y and x are related? By this equation. The product of the length and the height should be co-unity. Then x and y changes, the area of this strip will not change. I think this is something very fundamental. That's what we mean to say here. So how to interpret this? dA equal to 0. If height and length, I'll call this as a length. This one will be height. If length and height of a plate, of a surface, of a lamina, we'll call it. I think rectangular better, no? If the height and length of a rectangular plate are related as y equal to 1 by x, then then change in area will be 0, though y and x changes, though height and length changes. If you just differentiate y equal to 1 by x, so dy by x equal to minus 1 by x square, okay, mathematics, that's all, you know mathematics. You don't know what is the use of it. I think every equation what you're going to learn will do come with lot of significance. So this is what the physics thinking is what we need of this kind. This is just mere mathematics, just like a mathematical way of getting the dy by dx, that's all. This is practice. This will come by practice. Just it's like some procedure. What is the meaning of this is what we are going to explore here. So there are so many things are there. It's not that this one. This, okay, do learn the differentiation in a very like a scientific way, so that you should know how to apply and what is the meaning of that. Not just mere mathematical procedure. That will not help you. Even you want to become good doctor, good engineer, I think you need thinking brain. Unless you don't, unless just mere this mathematics, I think will not help you anywhere. I'm telling this one. Either any of the exams, whatever the conceptual, whatever the level in which you are studying, mere mathematical procedure, I'm against of it. Unless you don't learn what is the meaning of that. There's a necessity of the your upgradation for the knowledge. If you just learn only this blue color part and you don't want to think anything here, what is the meaning of this? So as good as you are not learned.